What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Keenan. Welcome to the Pro Football Exclusive NFL Blog. Continuing my top 5 prospects for each position for the 2012 NFL Draft. For today, I have posting 2 videos today. For this video, here to give you my top 5 inside linebackers. At number 5, I'm going to go with Bobby Wagner of Utah State. This kid had a good productive career at Utah State as an Aggie, posting up over 110 tackles for the last 3 seasons, coming off his best year with 137 tackles. Now, one thing that concerns me is his size. He's a little bit undersized at 6'1", 232 pounds. He needs to bulk up a little bit, but this kid shows a lot of heart, and he will step up to anybody he will have to come up against. At number 4, Vontaze Burfict of Arizona State University. This kid definitely dropped his NFL draft status based on the performance he had on and off the field this season. This year he came off with just 69 tackles, coming off a 90 tackle season as a sophomore. But he decided to come out as a junior, posting just 69 tackles. But this kid is a force to be reckoned with. He definitely bulked up over the past season, 248 pounds right at this point, and he was fierce in that field. He definitely intimidated a lot of players that he played against in that Pac-12 conference play. This kid is definitely a tough player, but like I said, his negativity aspects about him is that he has problems on and off the field. On the field, to start off with, he commits a lot of personal fouls and antics, and also off the field, he has problems with his coaches. Sometimes he argues with his coaches, and he has some academic issues while at Arizona State, and that's why he had to leave for the NFL this season. At number 3, I'm going to stick with the Pac-12 conference and Michael Kendricks of California. He's coming off his best season this year, 106 tackles, and I think this kid is a solid tackler, and I think he could be a good, solid player for any team in the NFL. At number 2, I want to go with Dont'a Hightower of Alabama. I actually had him as my number 1 prospect at linebacker before this season started. But the reason why I have him at number 2 is for my number 1 player. But going back to Hightower, he has a big frame at 6'2", 265 pounds. This kid, he has great instincts, and he understands his reads on the offensive side of the ball. Now, one thing that concerns me, like I said, his size at 6'2", 265 pounds. He has a huge frame, but he sometimes labors a little bit in the open field, and he sometimes can struggle against scat backs, like small scat backs like Chris Rainey of Florida. Yes, Alabama did crush Florida this season, but still, with all the support that he has on that defensive side, Hightower didn't have to deal with so much problems against scat backs this season, but he still kind of does, because he sometimes labors a little bit and kind of tires out and has a hard time chasing down these fast players like Darren Sproles in the NFL. But we'll see how he steps up into the next level. And at number 1, Luke Kuechly of Boston College. He's the reason why he's at number 1. 532 tackles in just 3 seasons at Boston College, and he had a jaw-dropping 191 tackles this season, winning the Buckets Award given to the nation's best linebacker overall. This kid was a first-team All-American. He is all over the field. Now, the thing that's negative about this kid, his weakness, is that the reason why he has so many tackles is that some of these tackles came off the plays 5 to 8 yards, sometimes big runs where he had to chase men down from sideline to sideline. Yes, this kid is going to be all over the field, but sometimes he struggles against shutting off blockers, and he's not a huge kid at 242 pounds. He has definition. He is a nice bulky kid, but I think he needs to bulk up just a little bit, maybe just a little bit, but this kid has a lot of heart, and he's going to be all over the field. And one team in particular who needs him is the Philadelphia Eagles at pick number 15 for the 2012 NFL Draft. They're definitely going to be looking at this kid, and they need this kid desperately. They really need a stud at inside linebacker, and this is the kid that they need to chase after. They should definitely pick him up at pick number 15. Now, I do have one honorable mention I need to talk about. My Texas Longhorn, Emmanuel Acho. He's coming off his best season, 131 tackles. I think he just came off of my top 5. He actually my number 7 inside linebacker behind Nevada's James Michael Johnson. Now, James Michael Johnson is a good honorable mention as well. But my Texas Longhorn, Samuel Acho's, actually Sam Acho's little brother, Emmanuel Acho. He's definitely a good prospect that every team needs to look at. I have him going in the 5th late round draft pick. I think he could be a gem in this year's NFL draft. but he is not my sleeper at the inside linebacker position. My sleeper is actually Adi Cole of NC State, North Carolina State. This kid is a strong inside linebacker, and he's a good, solid tackler. Now, his weakness is that most of his tackles basically came on plays that came towards his direction. He needs to show just a little bit more better instincts and see if he can make the play himself and improve in the NFL. I think he could be a good, solid special teams player, but if he improves and steps up to his potential, that I believe that he has a little bit of potential, he could be a good, solid starting linebacker in the NFL. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys a little bit later on today, right away, going to give you my top 5 cornerbacks. Thank you for watching this vlog from Pro Football Exclusive. I'm your man, the famous Akeem McCall. Be easy.